In the thick of it, in the thick of it, in the thick of it. With Heidi.
Welcome to In the Thick of It. I'm Heidi, your host and a fellow thick girly. This is the show where we dive deep with creatives and artists who are not afraid to be in the thick of it. Today, I'm joined by director and producer Lisa Danilkovic. Hey, welcome, Lisa.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Heidi?
I'm very good as
I'm
well.
really excited to be joining you for this. And I'm
Yeah.
happy that you're the one who's going to be taking this interview.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to have you here, obviously. We have worked together, but let's not talk about that too much because we want to focus on you.
Yes.
And to kick it all off, I want to go kind of way back, however long ago it was, but I want to know a little bit how you got into filmmaking.
Yeah. So my journey with filmmaking has been kind of wavy, up and down all the time. I did always enjoy watching movies. That's without a question. But it really all kick-started when I moved to Amsterdam, and I got this amazing chance to start from like a clear slate, like clear page, and I wanted to explore myself creatively. And because I already had some background studying film, I wanted just to tap into it and see how I can do, what can I bring, and what story I can tell. So then I started reaching out to my friends. I tried to work as a backstage photographer a lot, or just like as a PA, helping out, seeing, observing, and trying to like kind of embrace all of this world. But then it all really kick-started with this film, The Motion, that you also worked on.
Yes.
When I met Ava in my experimental women's class, and there my teacher introduced me to the beautiful art of experimental filmmaking, especially women's experimental cinema. And from that class, it all kind of just snowballed from there.
Yeah. And is there something specific that usually sparks your inspiration when you start to work on a project? Because The Motion is also not the only project that you worked on. You worked on The Box as well?
Yes, definitely. So The Motion was my debut, and I think the thing that started it for me is my fascination with the script, that the monologue. It's all started from the monologue that Ava sent to me, and then just how I was able to kind of apply it to my life and to what I was going through at the time, which I was a wreck. I was in my first year of uni. I was partying a lot, feeling a lot of emotions, studying, or not knowing what to do, where to go, and it was just all kind of. I knew when I read it that this was how I can channel this energy and put it into something that I will definitely love, and friends, my people around me will also enjoy it. And it happened like that because then I met so many incredible people. I met you, I met my whole team that I am still working with. Yeah. Like on The Box, most of the people were from my team because I'm comfortable working with you guys. And that's my approach, just kind of like gathering those amazing, fascinating, creative, multifaceted people that bring so much to the plate and that can help me visualize my emotion and my vision. And yeah, that's what inspires me, people and my own feelings and frustrations.
So film is kind of your way to express your emotions.
Yes.
Do you feel like it's also... Can it be a form of activism for you? Because The Motion has a pretty strong, stance and message.
Yes, for sure. So I like to take this approach to think that for me, when I think of making a film, it comes out of the place of being uncomfortable in the situation and kind of like capturing this, like finding yourself, being like just having all of these forces kind of like flowing at you and through you, and because of this uncomfortability, I'm not sure what's the right word, but just trying to place this into words, into visual language, and explain it, that is, to me, is a form of activism of itself, because when people were able to connect to the motion and give their own meaning to every piece of like every frame that we showed, that mean that they put it through their own lens, through their own experiences, and we were just a vessel that channeled maybe a certain thought for them.
Maybe like awaken some thoughts
Definitely,
as well.
definitely. And I think another part of the cinema that I really like is the senses. So I think the multitude of senses, when you look, especially in experimental cinema, you really get the chance to explore it and play with it, kind of trick the viewer, or play with their feelings, with their experiences. And that's what we did with the motion, with the sound, and a lot of kind of like visual cues. We played with dreams, we played with memories, we played with like fragmented mirrors, and how which is a reflection of fragmented self. So this element of surprise and this kind of bumps that you get.
Oh, for sure. I definitely got some goosebumps when I first saw it. A little tear also came.
Really?
Yes, because
I know, I cried too.
Yeah, of course. Like, it's a big thing. Like, when you see everything fall together.
Yes.
Obviously, you see, when you work on a film, you see it unfold in front of you. But it's very different to see it also when it's fully done, edited, and the frames.
It's like
and
a whole other picture.
Exactly.
Which you couldn't have thought about. And it very often is like so different from what you made, right? Even like when you look at the costumes that you did for film, in real life they look one way. Also, another thing that you and we weren't able to see the final product at all when we were shooting. So usually you have like a playback like we had on the box, and we could see how it looks in the frame. The camera we worked with for the motion had zero.
You cannot do that.
So we just like winged it, and you know what? Did amazing.
It
like
came
look
out
at
great.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. And now also the motion is going to different film festivals.
Yes.
And how is the process of applying to these film festivals? Was there a specific one that you really wanted to apply to?
Oh yes, for sure. It's a trip. It's a big bumpy road, and it's definitely gonna challenge your self-esteem, so to say. But I'm sure people who have experience with festival application know this already. But we did apply to a lot of festivals. We were selected to quite a few now. We're still awaiting our notifications. But if I were to name one festival that I would really love to get into, I think in Netherlands, what the festival that I really like is Leiden Shorts.
Okay.
So I would like to maybe be selected there, and I think, in Ukraine there's a lot of festivals. I am planning to. I'm waiting for one to open, and then I'm just gonna swoop right into it. But another approach that we're employing with the motion is we're applying to the countries of the people who work for us. Because maybe they will be able to present us there.
Right.
For now, we haven't been able to get into that many from our people, but we did get into Germany, Argentina, and England. So
it's very cool. It's going global now.
Yes.
Talking about also a little bit about the visuals of the motion, is that something that also is kind of a base of inspiration for you, visuals, or is it more like seeing with the motion, having the monologue be the first inspiration?
That's a very good question, actually.
What's like the
how the picture comes
routine
together?
What's process of?
So it's all of it is definitely a collaboration. And like I said, the first piece where it originated was the monologue. So it was a written piece. And from there, I started adapting it to screenplay. And then I just started me and Ava, we just went to a bunch of dive bars, got beers, got the conversation going.
Yeah.
And then we have this thing where sometimes we don't even need to voice the ideas. They're there, and then one of us happens to say it, and we're like, ha, okay, and we write it down. We did have some disputes, of course, but then in the end of the day, we created a very good visual approach. And once I always, when I read something, when I have the idea, I already play it in my head, and I've already seen it in my head. And then I know how I want it to look on screen. So I storyboard. That's my approach, and I really, really, really advocate for this, because I just outline every frame, every moment, and then it helps me really work with other departments. Like even with you, like for example, the flower crown was something that I just drew, right?
Yeah.
And then you had to make a whole flower crown. I don't know how you did
That
it.
was a crazy process, but we made it.
Yeah, it was just out of like this. And right now also with fragmentation, so the second part of the motion that we're working on, we are going a bit of a different route. So I haven't started storyboarding, but we have fully outlined our treatment, and we already start working on, for example, costumes.
Yeah.
And because we have a clear idea, we have a very clear proof of concept, visual identity for the films. So from there it's easier to go, but when it's very fresh, I storyboard.
Yeah, nice. And talking about the next part of the motion, the fragmentation, that's your next project, or is there something else coming up?
Yes, so fragmentation is the next project. We are now looking for funding. We probably will work with the same team. Most of the people that worked on the motion are available and are willing to work with us again. And hopefully there might be some replacements, as we're also looking for the new producer. And we are expanding some of our departments, because more people started to trust us once it came out, and we had a lot of positive reviews. People at the premiere liked it. And so we're just reaching out to people, reaching out to our friends, but we will also, when we go to London, we want to connect with some people to see how we can maybe take collaboration from there.
Right.
But of course, that's all just in the works right now. So
Yeah.
getting it moving.
It's a process.
Yes. Can I ask you a question?
Oh yeah, you
Just
can.
to throw it in.
Okay.
So when we were working on the motion, what was because that was also like your first experience styling for film, right?
Yeah.
In particular. What
Styling for anything, actually.
Damn, great! Look how you did.
Debut as well.
Debut, for real. And how, what was the most, the part that made you really challenge your, creativity within the film? That you had to come up with something so crazy, just for the motion.
Well, this was the first project that I ever worked on, doing styling or costume design.
Yeah.
So for me, it was completely new. So that already in itself was, of course, a challenge.
Yeah.
And I got mood boards from you, which helped super much. So everything was very nicely put out of which characters would have which kind of vibe, what sort of pieces you were looking at, because ultimately it is your vision that we help to bring together.
I'm very lucky to have people like you help bring together. But that's another thing that I learned about making the motion. It's all about surrounding yourself with the right people who really share your passion.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can extend for so long as people who own different warehouses, like Sergey.
Like Sergey, exactly.
Men that come with from very interesting backgrounds, and they just happen to own a big, beautiful warehouse of designer pieces in the middle of nowhere, and then bam, we're filming there.
It just falls together.
Yes, incredible.
I think also for me, looking for the pieces, I started with looking from Vinted and thrift stores, because obviously with budget it's easiest, and also with the feeling of the motion, everything with the storyboard was kind of more vintage vibe to me. So then Vinted and secondhand stores were like the place to go to. What I was really happy about was when we could use one of the tops, or I call it the apron, that I made.
Wait,
for-
this one.
this
This
one.
one.
I was
Yes, I remember.
I kind of just threw it in there like, okay, I
That
think
was
this could fit the vibe.
incredible.
And then when you see it on the actress,
Yeah.
it just kind of comes together. And especially then with the flower crown, it was like a
Yeah.
moment of like, oh shit,
Right? It
actually
just
like this is
totally came together.
like my blood, sweat and tears.
Yeah.
Not really tears, but like blood and sweat. Especially with the
Yeah.
flower crown, with the
It was beautiful.
with the
the
yeah.
little like metal pieces.
yeah, the metal
right?
pieces.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Do you ever get that feeling of like you have something in your head and then you try to translate it, and if it doesn't go the way that you initially thought, do you think of it as a positive thing or a negative thing?
Oh, positive, definitely.
Yeah.
Because then it just gives you another perspective, and maybe like in comparison, you learn how you learn from it. You learn how you want to position it, and well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely have this a lot.
Yeah. Does it take a
lot.
lot in you to kind of accept it, or is it just like you learned as you go to?
Sometimes it comes with a fight.
Yeah.
When I have this idea and I really, really push for it, but then I often ask people to peer review my stuff, and very frequently we had a lot of criticism from our professors.
Really?
Not a lot, but they really just directed us on a very like strict path, because it's easy to get like all wrapped up in
Yeah.
like our love for the motion for this project with Ava, and it was incredible. But once we started getting like more peer review, we kind of got like snapped back into reality,
Right.
and they accepted it, and honestly it helped us grow a lot.
Yeah.
So.
That's really good.
Yeah,
It's definitely something that needs to be learned, I
No,
think.
yeah, 100%. And like the more you reach out, the more you learn. That's like something I also learned from what I've been doing already in my filmmaking journey, even though it's relatively short, is that closed mouths don't get fed. Like you just have to ask, and it's gonna be uncomfortable, and it's gonna be very, you know, like it might be offensive sometimes. You might be just like, oh, everyone's like hating my idea, but like you guys just don't get it. Those who get it.
Right.
But I think when I am feeling that uncomfortable and that like in this kind of state, then I just don't want to do it. It's better I go home and like sleep it out. That's where I'm on the right path, you know.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That means
It
I'm-
needs to be uncomfortable.
definitely.
Is that like a biggest learning moment or biggest thing that you learned in your career, or what would be the biggest one if that's not it?
Yes, I think this one, just like if it makes you uncomfortable, if you know you're gonna go to this set where definitely gonna learn a lot, but like people there might be a bit like not your usual crowd, or you have to create like this weird as I don't know like a closing or something, because I also got to work on the I had an experience working on in clothing department, like in styling.
Yeah.
And it was just out of my usual knowledge scope, because we were styling Middle Eastern characters, and we were styling Afghani women, and there was a lot that I learned, and it was an incredible like learning path, but also I think it was like, of course, very stressful because I wanted to satisfy everyone, but then at the same time there's like a head of costumes, and she was an incredible woman.
Yeah.
Who was just the sweetest, smartest mentor that I've ever had, and I really hope I'll work with her again. And she really taught me this, you know, path of even when there's like so many external criticisms and like feedback on your work, just stay true to it, accept it, listen, validate it, but then still to stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Because if just everyone keeps like reshaping you, there's nothing left in the end.
Yeah.
But it will be uncomfortable and hard.
Yeah.
But that means you're doing something good.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Maybe that's also in every life aspect.
for sure. No, definitely
That
applies.
means you're maybe transforming into something more.
100%. Yeah.
Very wise. I
Thank
like
you,
that.
thank you.
Now,
Amazing.
on to a little bit of a more chill question.
Yeah.
About like inspirations. If there was a filmmaker, dead or alive, that you could collab with or work with, who would that be and why?
It's good that you said dead or alive.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, if we're speaking like overall in the whole history, it would be Maya Deren. I would
Of
just love
course.
to sit down with her for even like 15 minutes, if that would be possible. Of course, I would love to work with her, but it's not really possible now.
Yeah.
But just to sit down and have a little chat, because we do share Ukrainian roots. And
You share looks as well.
we share looks, yes, and
You're
I'm
like
so
twins.
proud. And she's a big inspiration for the motion.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like the mother of experimental cinema, and I would just love to talk to her on the amateur art of filmmaking. And I know she has written a lot of essays on it, and I just want to hear her takes, and maybe maybe I would ask her to watch my film to see like, what do you
Yeah.
think? It's basically a testament to you. It's like how much
Yeah.
I adore you. I mean,
I
you
love
know.
that.
But yeah, definitely Maya Deren. But yeah, also like working with my friends. I'm a big fan girl of my friends. Just like
I love that.
working with people I like. I'm just always saying like, wait until you see what they can do, and they never disappoint. So
Oh, that's so lovely.
yeah, I'm
Super nice.
channeling this around me.
Another question about working on sets. Maybe I have an idea what could be the answer, but I could be wrong. But I wanted to ask this. What is a must-have on set?
You know the answer.
Well, I have an idea, but I'm like, could it be Coca-Cola cherry? Yes,
It is.
I
It
knew
most
it.
definitely is. Yeah, I mean, I also buy other types of drinks for everyone, but I always want to have for me, because that is like, it's carbonated, caffeinated, bad for you, everything you should have on set.
Everything you need on set.
Yeah, I usually don't drink it, but when I work, I just like treat myself to this little thing, and it brings me like, calm. It's like, yeah, you deserve it, even though it's bad for your body, but there you
It's
go.
like a little sweet treat.
Yeah, but also I think gaff tape.
Okay.
Essential on every set. Like
We're
right
using
now,
some
we're
right
gaffed.
now.
And my notes. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm very lucky to share my notes with Ava, who has worked as my AD on both of my films, and we just have like kind of common notes, and there's a lot of mental notes as well that we share. But
Yeah. Great. I'm so happy I knew that. I was like, I remember when you had it also on the set of Florence Likes to Die.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, this seems familiar.
yes, I remember.
Another little silly question to kind of wrap this a little bit. What film would you say describes your life? Maybe right now, or in this era of filmmaking?
That's a good question. And then I want you to answer it too, because I'm also curious about you. So think while I answer.
Oh my God.
But for me, it's probably Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved that film when it came out, watched it in the cinema, bawled my eyes out, felt it through and through, every bone in my body. But I just think that at this moment, my life, it does feel like just multiple universes that I'm exploring, tapping into, jumping from one to another, learning from one to another, from different people, just in the effort to understand myself and to learn more about myself and to see where my place is in this world.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
A very well-rounded answer.
Thank you.
Which is probably not what you're going to get from me.
What are you saying? I'm so curious.
Oh my God, I am not sure. Right now, I'm in a little bit of a transformative era.
Okay, transformative, good.
That's all I have to say. I don't know.
Well, fair enough.
Because this year has been very busy and has brought me a lot of new things.
Yeah, you're
like-
really moving along.
Yeah, well, like working on the films
Yes.
with you and everything else, also just a lot of new things happening. I'm not actually sure what movie would
You're
fit
like
the
a
best.
river that like flows fast and just like expands while it's going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
only
think-
film I can think of right now is Mamma Mia, which is not actually
That's
describing.
cute.
It's not really describing
good
my
vibe,
life, but
though.
I love it.
Yeah, you know
like
what?
maybe the vibes, because the
Yeah,
vibes
keep
are
the
so
music.
good.
Give it a
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mamma Mia for the vibes.
Okay. Well, I respect that. I respect that. And please watch more films. That's very important.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to be in the art of filmmaking, watch more films.
Yeah,
I
and watch
don't-
films that you wouldn't think that you would normally go and
Exactly.
see.
Expand yourself, expand your worldview, expand your taste.
Yeah.
On Letterboxd, just go Google like top 10, top 100 something films. Yeah, you guys
Anyway, watch more films.
watch more films. And thank you. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to sit down with you
Likewise.
like this in front of the camera. And yeah, thank you.
And look out for more movies we're gonna make with Heidi.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye.